Minister, it's World Book Day tomorrow, as you probably know. Can we have an update from you on what new work and new projects the National Library for Wales will be undertaking in the coming year?
The National Library of Wales has a new chief executive, and I'm sure that that new chief executive will be in the next few months setting out a programme of activities, and I do hope that a recognition of the role of women in Welsh life will be a part of that.
Thanks for that answer, and I look forward to the new programme when the new chief executive gives us that announcement. Do you agree that Aberystwyth, of course, is where the National Library is for perfectly good reasons, but of course it isn't that accessible for people in many other parts of Wales, so it is important that the National Library undertake outreach projects so that people throughout Wales can benefit from its cultural heritage. Do you think it's important going forward that there is an outreach role for the National Library?
I do, but I think what's more significant and more important is for the National Library to make sure that they digitalise their resources and that is made accessible to the people of Wales. And I know that that has been a task that has been undertaken by the National Library of Wales over the past few years. There's been a huge task of work to undertake that, and that now, I think, is how the majority of people will be able to access that invaluable resource that is one of the great treasures of Wales.
Yes, I agree. Online technology is going to be crucial as well. Now, one factor that we have had in recent years with local government finances being stretched is there is an unfortunate consequence being the closure of many local libraries, among other local facilities. Wales has lost quite a lot of libraries. I believe a sixth of Welsh libraries have been closed since 2010. So thinking about your previous answer with digitalisation, obviously that is going to help to mitigate the problem to some extent if that programme is rolled out effectively. Are there other ways in which the National Library can help to mitigate the problem of communities losing their local library?
Well, I think it's a real tragedy that we're losing so many of our libraries around Wales, and of course that is a consequence of the austerity that has been imposed on our country over the past 10 years. Of course, we all know that it's the non-statutory areas that are the first to be cut, and that's why libraries have really suffered in some of our local communities over the past few years. There are some really good models, I think, of communities getting together to ensure that they can continue with their library provision. And I think there's a lot that we can do to learn from each other across Wales of how we can ensure that those provisions, as far as possible, can be kept open for the public. Of course, the real answer to this is that we need to see a reversal of austerity